Okay, back to the problem that we have. We have to create groups. Last video we saw why should we give permissions to groups, not to users. And right now we have this organization. The organization is spread in 3 countries: Portugal, Poland, and UK. We have got 3 departments. They are all of these departments are in those 3 countries. We have users in IT for Portugal, users in IT for Poland, users in IT for UK, and we want in this case to have permissions, to give them permissions, specific permissions to access to some shares, and we'll find out that the best way to do it right now is to have a general group, and then you should have specific groups, each for each country and for each department. Let me explain. So we've got the share here that we have created, the IT, and this should be only for IT purposes, only for IT users. This IT could be a generic IT share for all the IT department, independent if they were in Portugal, Poland, or UK. But suppose that you should have also a share specific to IT from Poland. Only people from Poland could access and write things on that share. Since we shared this share, you can check it on the command line net share IT. You can see that right now it is shared to T Santos and Lelo, but you should share it only for IT sharing, and right now it's not shared here. It was shared, right? This was shared, right? Share with right now is shared to IT, but this is a generic share for all the IT personnel, for all the IT users that belong to the IT department. Now let's consider that you have another share, for instance, new folder, for instance, IT Poland, and you want to share it specific for IT Poland department. As you can check here, you have a user here that's T Santos. Of course, you have only one user. It won't be any problem to share it just with a user. But suppose that you have more users from the IT in Poland. What you have to do, since you want to share it directly to IT department, then you should share it to IT department. How can we solve this? Instead of having only one group, one YT group, you should have it. I'm going to rename it. Or perhaps the best way is to remove the group and then add again. I'm going to delete this group. I'm going to add another group, IT General, and in IT General the permissions will be for everyone that will belong to IT department, independently of the country they belong to. And you have to create another group, new group, and we'll create also an IT Poland, and we'll create also another group, IT Portugal, and another group, IT UK. And right now we're going to add for this groups, going to add Pedro Linha belongs to add to a group, add to IT Portugal, Okay. And what was the other one? Tomás Santos, add to IT Poland. Okay. And let's check properties, member of IT Poland. But all the other groups, for instance, IT Poland, IT Portugal, and IT UK should belong to IT General. So add to a group, IT General. This also add to a group, IT General, and also this one add to a group, IT General. So right now, IT General, it's the head of the groups. He has not users but groups, and inside of those groups are users. So when you give permissions to a specific folder, for instance this IT, it should be renamed. I'm going to rename it IT world. Okay. So I'm going to give permissions, share with specific people. I'll say I'm going to only to IT General and IT General, and right now IT General, they have permissions to, for instance, read and write, share with it. So if you go into the user, sometimes you have to leave, you have to close the connection so that the shares will function. I'm going to close this log out, sign out. I'm going to sign out all the other accounts, perhaps sign out anyway. Let me check another use. Oh, come on, man. Pedro Linha are going to sign out again. Oops. Sign out. And Tomás Santos also. Sign out. So right now I'm going to log in as before I logged in, and here in Poland I'm going to share with I'm going to share it specifically with IT Poland. Oh, we can't find it again. IT Poland, and here it is. I'm going to give permissions read and write. We also give IT Portugal permissions just to read. Okay, so in this share IT Poland, the users that belongs to IT Poland will have permissions to read and write, and the users that belong to IT Portugal has the permissions to read. So share it, share it, and right now, if you're going to the Tomás Santos belonged where to? I don't remember. Tomás Santos IT, it was IT Poland, right? Yeah, it is. IT Poland. So let's log in with Tomás Santos. So Tomás Santos right now. Oops. Tomás Santos right now, he can get in IT Poland. He can create a document here, text document, Tomás Santos, okay, something. He can also get in IT World, and IT World, we rename it, okay. IT World, it was the document that he was created a few minutes ago. Going to add, going to here, new, not folder, sorry, new document, Tomás Santos World, write something here, save it, and right now if you log in as another user, switch account, if you log in as Pilinha, the user Pilinha, password, we'll find out that Pilinha can access to the share of IT Poland but can't change it, and can access to IT World surname, surname slash enter, it's easier. So as Pedrolinha can access to IT Poland, he can read the documents, but he can't change. Okay, save, save, and he can't save. Okay, again, he can't save the document, but he can access to IT World, and since he has permission to read and write, save document, the document was saved with the change that Pedrolinha did in the previous document that belongs to Tomás World, is Tomás Santos. Why? Because the groups, they inherit the permissions from each other. So you've got here IT World, the IT World, in terms of permissions, as you can see, IT General has permissions for read and write, and IT Poland, it has permissions for IT Poland to read and write and IT Portugal to read. And since those users, where are the users? And since those users, Tomás Santos, belong to IT Poland, he can read and write in both shares. And Pedrolinha belong to IT Portugal, he only can write in IT World, since IT Portugal belongs to IT World. Now the useful of using groups is that if we change the users, if we swap and Pedrolinha would go, for instance, for Poland for vacations or for training, and Tomás Santos came here to Portugal, you should change the groups where they were, and to do so, properties, we're going to change the group member of, we remove from IT Portugal, and you're going to add to IT Poland. Okay, and Tomás Santos is going to do the opposite. We're going to remove from IT Poland and add to IT Portugal. Okay, and I'm not sure, but I think that right now the permissions that they had, they were swapped in. Pedrolinha is connected. Let me check about the shares. I'm going to log out. It's for sign out, and then with the Tomás Santos again, I'm going to sign out, and right now if you're going to, let's log in with Tomás Santos again. Okay, so I'm logging in as Tomás Santos, going to the share. The share is surname. So now Tomás Santos doesn't belong to IT Poland. So if you come here, this is the document that he wrote that a few minutes ago, Tomás Santos, and look for the behavior. I'm going to close, save, Tomás Santos, new, save again, and it doesn't have permissions. So since the user changed group, even if the document was even if he was the owner of the document, since he changed the permissions in that folder, the user right now doesn't have permissions to write on the documents that he has created. But if you log in, I don't save. If you log in with Pilinha, the user Pilinha, password, oops, almost, password with Pilinha, and right now here with Pilinha, block, so name. So here's the document was made by Tomás Santos. I can open it and I can write Pedro Linha, and right now Pedro Linha has write access, save. So Pedro Linha right now has write access to the document that was previous from Tomás Santos, since we changed the permission on that chair. And if you go to IT World, here Pedro Linha has the same rights again because he inherited the permissions from IT World. Save, and that's it. So the best thing that you have to do is to create, when you have a network company diagram like this, you should have one group, an IT general, HR or a sales general, and then you should have one IT for a country and place that group inside the general group, and like so they will inherit the permissions that are from the bigger groups. So I'm going to stop here the video again, and you should right now create all the groups and the users and do what we have here. This is forget here the A1 question and the second one. Each group must have permissions, and then this one, the sales group, must have read access to the folders on the previous groups, and the HR group must have write permissions on groups of folders, and so on. Okay, and then we'll go to the GPO, and I'll try to check it. I'll try to explain it how it works. So right now we're going to do this training, this question again, and also this one. Okay, I'm going to stop here the video, and also creating more groups and placing all the users in those respectively groups. Okay, I'm going to stop the video and